Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel SAP SD Training Academy. I hope you guys are safe and good at your place in this pandemic. As we all know, everyone is working from home and we are getting some time. So I thought to share some of my SD knowledge which I gained during my working. So I started preparing some of the good SD content video that I will one by one I will upload on my YouTube channel that will help you to increase your SD knowledge, to crack the interview, as well as it will also help you to, if you do want to do a certification in SD, because this training program, this will be totally based on the SAP standard certification book which I have. This is the standard certification book. If you want to do a certification, you will get these books, TSCM 60 and 60 part 1, part 2, then we have a TSCM 62. This is the code for SAP SD Sales and Distribution. If you enroll, you will get these three books. So one by one, and we will see all the unit. Almost if you combine all these three books, around 55 to 60 unit is there, and that we will cover one by one, and gradually day by day we will upload all the video on my YouTube channel. So please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that once I will upload the video, you will get a notification. Just I show you some of the unit in the book. See, this is the content. This is the unit 1, enterprise structure in sales and distribution, where you will study about some of the org unit in SAP SD. What are the org unit that is related to sales and distribution module. Then we have a sales process where we will study about how the sales cycle happen in the system, like starting from inquiry, quotation, then we have an order, then we have a delivery, then we have a PGI, post goods issue, then we have a invoice billing. Then we have a master data, means where we will study about some of the customer master, then we have a material master, then we have a price related master, condition master, then we have a output master, then we have a customer material information master data. The various master data that comes under SD side, that we will study. Then we have some unit 4, that is determination. We have a same various determination, that is data follow from master data to or sales order type, sales order, delivery, billing. Some of the data, that is most of the data that is transferred from master data. Then we have a delivery plan determination, then we have a shipping point determination, the route determination, and so on. We will study gradually one by one. Sales collective process, sales distribution, availability check, where we will see how the system will check the availability of material. We have a forward scheduling, backward scheduling, then how it will check the availability by these two method. Then we have a document, various unit we have one by one. Gradually we will study about all the unit in this, and one by one we will upload in my YouTube channel. So please do subscribe my channel and share among your friend also. So before I start the unit 1 chapter, I would like to tell you how I will do upload I will video. This my video, every unit will be a 2-part. That will be at the first one will be the theoretical part, where I will explain you each and everything from the book and as book, and then I will try to do all the customizing in the system. Then we will also see the real transaction in the system, how we are do the customizing, as well as the doing the creating the customer or maintaining the organizational structure. All the unit we will see one by one, we will see. And then finally third part will be the interview question. What are the possibility of interview question, important question, and that you can face during your interview based on the each unit. Like, and if you talk about enterprise, what are the maybe the important questions that you can face in the interview. Then we have a sales process, then master data, what are the important, that we will upload one by one. Okay, let's move to the first unit, that is the unit 1. This is the unit 1 enterprise structure in sales and distribution. We have. Please excuse for this diagram because I have took the pic of from my book and then I have prepared converted into PDF file. Please excuse for this. But don't worry, I will try to explain each and everything. See, this is the first unit, unit 1, using enterprise structures for sales and distribution in SAP ERP. This is all thing lesson overview. What you will learn in this lesson, you will learn about the organizational element that can be used within the SAP ERP to build up the sales and distribution structure in the SAP. We are going to study about the org unit in the that is relevant to the SD module, sales and distribution module. Now this is the business example, means like your company sell and suppose your company sell and delivers various product to the customers, and you are a member of your project team that is going to implement the sales and distribution process in SAP ERP. What is the first responsibility of your as a SD consultant is to set up the org unit for that org unit that is relevant for the sales process. So once we will familiar with this, you can easily configure, you can easily customizing the org unit for the sales and distribution. That is the business example. Now, what is organizational unit in sales and distribution? This is the overall view. Before I start, I want to explain you what is enterprise structure. If we talk about the enterprise structures, let's see. Don't worry, I have prepared the unit wise. I've also prepared in short note and with important point. I've also prepared and how to do and customizing everything in the system, that I have also prepared everything. So for this, you can also take this reference in order to do the practice in your system. Okay, this is all the how you can do in practice in the system. You can customize all the org unit that we will see in the next video. First, I will try to explain what do you mean by the enterprise structures. This is enterprise structure. What is mean by enterprise structure? If we say what enterprise means, it is an structures or of any organization or of any company. In every company there is some structures that is used in order to set up in the system, SAP system. So in what we can say, enterprise structure is nothing, it is the structures of a business or any organization. Suppose there is a company who sells and deliver various product and service to the customer. Okay, now as a member of the project team, what you will do, first responsibility is to set up the enterprise structures for the company in the system. For this, we have various org unit. In enterprise structure, we will study about various org unit. Okay, why we need to set up the enterprise structure? First question it comes, like why we need to study about this enterprise structure, or when you set up this enterprise structure in the system. Why? Because without enterprise structure, we cannot create any master data. We cannot create any transaction data. Master data means, like if you want to maintain any customer master data, material master data, that it requires org unit. Like if you want to create master data, what we need sales organization, distribution channel, divisions, that it all required, then only you can able to create the master data. Similarly, if you want to create for material also, For plant you need plant, and for which plant you want to create the material, for which sales organization, for which distribution channel you need to create the material. So without enterprise structure setup we cannot create any master data, we cannot do the master data setup. Then first, the next point we can say, without enterprise structure is we cannot run any transactional data. Like if you want to do a sales transaction, if you want to create a sales order, if you want to create a delivery, if you want to create a billing, without this you cannot create any transactional data. Transaction data, that is a sales order, delivery, billing, these things, because you need particular area, sales area, you need some customer master in order to create the material sales order, you need some material in order to create the sales order. So without this we can also not able to do the sales transaction. Without enterprise structure you cannot even if you report also, you cannot generate even the report also, because every transactional management level they want to see any report based on sales report, with a purchase report, whether it's a finance report. So based on this they will check the report of any sales department, purchase department, finance department. So without this enterprise structure we cannot do the generate any report. Okay, that's why it is very important to set up the enterprise structure in SAP ERP system. Now in enterprise structure, what are the things we will study? We will study the org unit. Now what do you mean by org unit? Org unit is nothing, it is the structures of the enterprise. Under org unit we will study about the company code, then we have a sales organization, distribution channel, division, then we have a plant is there, then we have a shipping point is there, then we have a storage location is there. So SAP has exclusively designed some of the org unit that is relevant for the sales and distribution process. If you talk about the org unit that comes in the sales and distribution, then we have the sales organization, distribution channel, divisions, then we have a plant is there, delivery plant, then we have a shipping point is there, then we have a storage location is there. Some sales office is also there, sales group is also there. Some are mandatory org units, some are not mandatory, like sales office, sales group, these are not mandatory. Depending on the business requirement, they want to maintain the sales office, sales group or not. So but without sales organization, without division, without distribution channel, without plant, without shipping point, we cannot even generate any sales transaction. Prepared based on enterprise structures. These are the enterprise structure. Already I have prepared everything, so no need to worry. And this is the standard book. You can refer my lectures, and you can even try to make the notes also. Okay, let's go to the topic wise. Unit 1. See, this is the unit 1, enterprise structures in sales and distribution. Please excuse for this diagram because I have just took the pic and converted into PDF file from the standard book. So please excuse for this if it is not clear. This is the first unit, using enterprise structure for sales and distribution in ERP. If you go through the lesson overview, in this chapter we are going to learn some of the organizational unit that is used in order to set up the sales process within the ERP process. Okay, if you talk about the business example, suppose your company sells and deliver various product to the customer, and you are a member of the project team. So as a team, as a SD consultant, if you are a SD consultant, then it's your responsibility in order to map, in order to structures all the org unit which is relevant to the sales process. So same thing here, it is explaining Your company sells and deliver various products to the customer. You are a member of the project team that is implementing the sales and distribution process in SAP ERP. One of the first step is to build up the organizational structures, and you make yourself familiar with the corresponding element. This is the complete overall business example. So that's why we are studying these enterprise structures. Now let's see organizational unit in sales and distribution overview. What is organizational unit? Before we start the organization unit, I'm telling you about the enterprise structure. What do you mean by enterprise structure? Enterprise structure is nothing, it is the structures of your organization, or you can say it is the business organizational structures. Means in every company, for every company there is some structure. A structure in the sense we have a financial department structures, then we have a production department department is there, then we have HR department, then we have a sales department, then we have an inventory department. So in every company there is a different department is there. So how to map this department into the SAP system, that it is divided into various structures, into various organizational unit. So but in these things we will map into the system. So we are telling enterprise structure means it is the structures of the organizational unit that will map into the SAP system. This is the enterprise structure. What is the importance of enterprise structure? Why? Because without enterprise structure setup we cannot even maintain the master data, right? Because in order to maintain the master data, customer master material, everything, you need org unit like sales organization, distribution channel, division. So this is the first point. Without enterprise structure you cannot even do the transactional data, real transactional data. Transaction you cannot do because you need sales area, right? In order to run the sales transaction you need sales transaction data, means sales areas, you need sales area, because every transaction is running passing through a particular sales area. This is the second point. Then even without enterprise structure you cannot even run the generate the any report. We have the various report is sales report, financial report, inventory reports, material, so many report is there in the SAP system. So without this org unit enterprise structure setup we cannot able to generate any kind of report. This is the importance and significance of enterprise structures. Okay. Now let's move to our organization unit. What do you mean by organization unit? Organization unit in the SAP is nothing, it is the structures of the organization, which is the legal entity, which has the physical boundary, which has the address, everything. So based on departmental wise, SAP has exclusively designed sub org unit. But like if we talk about the sales and distribution, it has designed like sales organization, distribution channel, some other organization unit also help to in order to set up the sales process. Like we have the company, we need company code, we need plant, we need shipping point. These organization unit also help in order to set up the sales process in the SAP system. Okay. So and these if you talk about the organization unit, or we have in SD side we have a company code, we have the sales organization, we have the distribution channel, we have the division, we have the plant, we have the shipping point, then we have a storage location. If you see, this is the organization unit in sales and distribution. Company code we have, the sales area is nothing, that is the combination of sales organization, distribution channel and the divisions. Then we have a plant, then we have a storage location, then we have a shipping point. These org unit is required in order to set up the sales process, because without sales organization we cannot run any sales transaction. Without sales and distribution channel we cannot run, without division we cannot run, without plant, storage location, shipping point we cannot run any sales transaction in the SAP system. That is the important thing. In some time it will ask what are the org unit in the interview. You will face some kind of question at the basic level, at the fresher level. organization unit. What are the org unit we have in the sales and distribution SD side? You can say we have the company code, sales organization, distribution channel, division, plant, storage location, and shipping point. And these things, all the org unit, we will study one by one in the further video. So this is the org unit. Now let's read one by one. Organization unit in the SAP system represent the structure of a company. I already explained what is organization. It is the structure of the company. In other words, they correspond to legal entity and the organization unit of an enterprise. In legal entity means it has some physical address. Means it has legal. You have to follow some rule and regulation of the countries in order to set up the sales organization. Now, SAP provide organization unit for all the areas of your company, such as accounting, purchasing, production, and warehousing. I told for each and every department, SAP has designed their organ unit, but we will focus only on the SD side, all the elements which are required for the SD side, sales and distribution. SAP ERP uses a range of organization units designed exclusively for the mapping the sales and the distribution process, such as the sales organization, distribution channel. Other organization units such as the company code and plant are required in the sales and distribution and other areas. I already explained this thing. Now let's move to the next page. Now next, then what do you mean by this is the overview about this organization unit. Now we will study about all the org unit one by one. Now first one is company code. What is company code? Company code is also a legal entity and it is independent accounting unit, which at company code level what we prepared some kind of report like profit and loss statement account, balance sheet we prepared, and this company code is the highest organization unit in the financial side, and at all the company code level we generate all kind of data documents which required for the development for the generating the report, financial statement, right? At company code level we required all kind of transactional document which required for the generating the financial statement. So this is the company code level. If talk about the company code is the highest organization unit in the financial side. It is a legal entity and independent accounting unit. Why we are legal entity means you have, in order to set up any company, you have to follow some kind of rule and regulation of the company. So we are calling it as a legal entity. And at company code level only we prepare the balance sheet and profit and loss statement, and we are generating some kind of report also at company code level. In order to run any sales transaction we need at least one company code, because company code level only we will prepare some kind of balance sheet and profit and loss statement. We need at least one company code. Now let's read. A company code is the smallest organization unit of financial accounting. It is the financial accounting is the smallest organization for a financial accounting, for which complete self-contained set of account can be drawn for the purpose of external accounting. Means it is independent, self-contained of accounts that can be drawn, because for one company it will be a different set of accounts, for another company code it will be a different set of account. That's why it is called a self-contained set of account that can be drawn for the external accounting purpose. This include which require all the relevant transaction and generating all that supporting data document which required for financial statement. At company code level it will generate all the relevant transactional or supporting document which required for generating the financial statement. That is the second point. Then we have a company code can represent a company within a corporate group. Under one company or one group of company we can have n number of company code, n number of companies. If we talk about the Tata is a group of company. Under one Tata we have the Tata Steel, Tata Telecommunication, then Tata Retail. There's so many these all are independent SBU, means Tata Retail is different company code, Tata Steel is different company code, Tata IT service is different company code. Under all these transaction, we have a separate company code. So Tata, if you talk about Tata Steel is a group of company, we can say Tata is the group of company, a company Tata TCS, you can say IT, or Tata Steel, you can say it is a company code. And this company code is relevant for sales and distribution process. Why? Because sometimes it will why we are assigning sales organization to the company code. Why we are assigning? Because since all the revenue of the sales department you have to assign to the at the company code level. That's why sometimes you will face in the interview question, why we are assigning company sales organization to the company code. Why we need to assign? Why? Because all the sales department revenue we are generating, that need to be assigned at the company code level. That's why. Now let's read some of the point. Company code, what I already explained, it is a legal entity and independent accounting unit. At company code level, you may create the balance sheet required by law, and then profit and loss statement account. Now next point is we have the organization unit, that is the sales. Now in order to sales organization unit means sales organization. So in order to sales organization, nothing, it is a legal, you can say it is a organization unit, and it is a legal entity which are responsible for selling the goods and service to the customer. Who is responsible for selling the goods and service to the customer from the company? Our sales organization team will be the responsible for selling the goods and service to the customer, and it is the highest organization unit in the sales and distribution document. Sales organization is the highest organization level, or you can say is the highest org unit in the sales and distribution. Now let's see. And you need at least one sales organization. Without sales organization, you cannot generate any sales transaction. You cannot run any sales transaction. Now let's see. To use the sales and distribution function in the system, you need at least one sales organization. What you need? At least one sales organization you need in order to run the sales and distribution function in the system. I already explained this point. In the sales statistic, the sales organization has the highest submission level. In the sales static, sales and distribution side, it is the highest organization unit. All the sales and distribution document, including we have the order, we have the delivery, we have the billing documents, is assigned to a particular sales organization. If you want to run or create an order, you need to enter the sales organization for which sales organization you are going to create an order. That we will see in the while we will create the order, delivery and billing. Then if you want to outbound delivery also, it need to assign particular sales organization. Means if you are creating order for a particular sales organization, indirectly it will also be responsible for creating the outbound delivery for a particular sales organization only. Similarly, it will for billing document also. So here is some note is there. At least one sales organization has to be defined in the system, and each one has to uniquely assign to a company code. However, more than one sales organization can be assigned to in a single company code. What is this point? This is sometimes they will ask in the interview. Can you tell me the relation between the sales organization and company code? Means at least you need one sales organization in order to run the sales transaction into the SAP system. So at least you have to define at least one sales organization. You can define n number of sales organization, but at least you have to define one sales organization. This is the first point. Second point, and that you need with company code you can assign more than one sales organization. One sales organization cannot be assigned to more than one company code. it will be a unique combination. Means suppose there is a one company code, that is the 1000, and sales organization 2000, then and 3000. You 2000 will be assigned to a sales or company code 1000, and 3000 can be assigned to a company code 1000. But suppose another company code, that is the 5000, you cannot assign sales organization 2000 to company code 1000 and company code of 5000. You cannot assign. Multiple assignment is not possible. Now next line, sales organization also used to take, for example, regional, national, international division of market into account. More information about the sales organization shown in the figure. It means what it is telling, like at the sales organization level, you can even divide the market. Like at regional level, you can prepare as a separate sales organization, country level, international level, then we have a sub-divisional level also you can divide into sales organization. Generally we have domestic sales, one sales organization, international sales, export sale, we have another sales organization. See, what do you mean by sales organization? Sales organization unit that is responsible for selling the or distributing the goods and service to the customer. Then negotiating the sales condition, means sales organization is the responsible for negotiating the price with the customer. Who is responsible? The sales organization. Product liability and the right of goods. It means like if it kind of damage is there in the product, who will be responsible? Who will be responsible taking the back of all the goods from the customer? Yeah, after getting a complaint from the customer, this sales organization will be responsible. Product checking, product quality, liability, right of recourse, everything will be responsible by the sales organization. Now next we have sales. After sales organization, we have the distribution channel. Distribution channel is the nothing. It is the medium. It is the medium of distributing the goods or service to the customer. How we are distributing the goods? Like we have the online. Either we are selling, if any company is selling their goods and service to the customer, final customer, either through online service, online e-commerce, or selling through retail, or selling through wholesale. How they are distributing, how they are selling their product. So that is the distribution channel. It is the way, or it is the medium in which goods and services are distributed and sell to the final customer. Distribution channel is assigned to a assigned to a particular sales organization. At least we need to define at least one distribution channel. Without distribution channel, we cannot even run the sales transaction. So at least we need one distribution channel in order to set up the sales transaction in the system. That is the same thing it is telling. Distribution channel has to be have to be assigned to at least one sales organization. Multiple assignment is also possible. To use the sales and distribution function, you need to define at least one distribution. Already explained. You can differentiate the distribution channel based on responsibility. How you can differentiate the distribution channel? To define the responsibility, to carry out the flexible price structure, to differentiate sales statistic. So based on the distribution channel, you can differentiate the sales statistic, like how much sales profit, how much sales revenue we are generating from distribution channel, online sales, through retail sales, through wholesale sale, how much we are getting. That is, you can differentiate the sales statistic. Then carry out for retail price, we have a different price. For wholesale, we can have a different price. For online sales, we can have a different price. That we can carry out the flexible time price structure. You can even define the responsibility of person also based on the distribution channel. So generally in practice, companies may use different distribution channel to separate their domestic sales. We have a different distribution channel. For the export sales, we have a different distribution channel. Export, then we have a different sales distribution practical. Service के लिए अलग. See, this is the sales organization. This is the distribution channel 1. This is the distribution channel 2. What do you mean by It is a medium, a means through which sales material reach to the customer. That is the how our motto is, to reach the final product to the end customer. That is the how we can either wholesale, we can have a retail, we can have a trade, we can have a e-commerce, wholesale trade, retail trade, internet trade, and so on. Represent your strategy to the goods distribute the goods and service to your customer. That is the distribution channel. You need to define at least one. Now next org unit we have the division. Division is nothing, it is the product line. You can say what you can say, it is nothing, it is the product line. Means we can have n number of product. So based on this we can have define the material or product line into a different category. Like if you talk about the example here, like see, this is the sales organization and this is the division, this is the one division. Like motorcycle we have another division, spare part we have another division, service we have another division, and so on. We can differentiate the division. So what let's see what do you mean by division. Division, you can group the material and service into division. Okay, so if a division can represent a certain product group, you can restrict the price agreement. Based on division you can restrict the price agreement. For a spare part you can have a different price. For motorcycle you can have restrict the price agreement also with the customer for a particular division. Similarly, we need at least one division in order to run the sales transaction, and we can assign division to a particular sales organization. N number multiple assignment is also possible. Same division we can assign to another sales organization also. To use the sales and distribution function in the system, at least one division has to be defined in the system. The same thing is shown in the diagram. Next we have, that is the sales area. Sales area is nothing, it is a combination of sales organization, distribution channel, division. It is the combination of these: one sales organization, one distribution channel, one division. Okay, it means how any company using their distribution channel or medium to sell a particular product for from a particular sales organization, to sell their product from a certain division. Means distribution channel in a sales organization uses to sell the product from a certain division. Each sales and distribution document is assigned to exactly one sales area. Now each and every sales document, we have various documents. Sales document, we have a delivery document, we have a billing document. In transaction sales transaction we store in a particular sales document. So each sales and distribution document is assigned to a particular sales area. As I told you in the beginning of the video, like when we create a sales or area, we need to gives our particular sales area. Without sales area set up these, we cannot even run the sales transaction. That's why it is important to set up the enterprise structure. Now sales area can belong to only one company code. एक sales area एक ही company code, because we assign one sales organization to another one company code, but same sales area we cannot assign to another company code. This relationship is realized by the assignment of the corresponding sales organization as well to the relevant companies. Same thing I explained, same thing, because same sales organization we cannot assign to another company code. Similarly, one setup a sales area has to be defined in the system to execute the sales and distribution process. When processing the sales and distribution documents, the system access various master data depending on the sales area only. How the system, when we are maintaining the master data based on the sales area only, system will fetch the data from the master data into the sales document, because most of the data coming into the sales document coming from the master data. Master data we include like custom master, price master, material master, disk, everything. The system also performs a number of validity check for a certain entries based on the sales area. For a particular, also check the validity period for a particular sales area. Also perform the check like suppose I have maintained the customer master for sales area 101000. Then system will you are going to create the sales order for a sales organization or sales area 2020 and 00. System will not allow you to create the sales area transaction order. Why? Because this master data does not belong to a sales area 2020 and 00. This master data is maintained for a sales areas 1010 and 00. So this is the meaning of this validity check you can put. Now let's see here. Suppose this is the sales organization. We have the Frankfurt, it's in Germany. Then we have a Berlin, another sales organization. Under Frankfurt, there is a two distribution channel, that is the retail trade and internet sale. How they are selling their product? Through internet, online, or retail trading they are doing. Under retail trade, they are selling two division. What is motorcycle and computer they are selling or through retail. And through online, only computer. They are selling online, only computer they are selling through online. Okay. Similarly for Berlin sales organization, Berlin, under Berlin there is only one distribution channel, that is the wholesale. They are not selling through internet either, not retail sale. Under wholesale they are selling motorcycle and pump they are selling. So in this way we make a combination of sales areas. Suppose this is a 1 2 2 1 2 2. Then we have a 1 2 3 1 2 3. And this then we have 1 5 3 1 5 3. This is a one sales area. This is a one sales. This is a one sales area. So if we talk about 2 1 2 2 1 2, then we have a 2 1 1. This is the particular sales area. Now this is an example. A simple organizational structure often has more advantage than a complex structure. It simplifies master data maintenance. For example, you should not define complex organizational structure in your system to provide detailed reporting option. We advise you to use the different field in the master data record and document for this purpose. Now SAP recommend don't use n number of sales organization because it will make your system clumsy and complex. So try to make your sales organization minimum so that your system will not get complex. It will not you cannot create n number unwanted sales organization. If it required, then you have to create, or based on the company requirement we create the n number of sales organization. So but SAP what suggests, don't create n number of sales organization because it will make your system complex. Now then we have another sales organization, that is the plant. Plant is the central or sales organization unit that it can use in the production side in order to produce the material. Then plant is also place where you can store the material inventory purpose. It is also plant is a place where you store the finished goods in order to sell the customer. So it has different uses. So if we talk about the plant, we call it is a delivery plant in SAP SD. Why? Because when it will use in the sales and distribution process, it is called as a delivery plant. Now a plant is a location where material stock is kept. I told where material is a material rakha jata hai, material stock is kept, and could represent a production facility where production is happen. Different storage location can be used to separate a stock within the plant. Means under plant we have a storage location. Means there is a one storage location for raw material. There can be a separate storage location for the semi goods. Then we have finished good. We have a separate storage location. In order to minimize the work, in order to organize the work, we separate. We divide the material into raw material, finished goods, semi-finished goods, whatever the material, we separate it into the storage location. Plant and storage location are the organization unit that can be used by all the logistic. This is the only two organizational unit that is used by all the logistic department, the system. A plant A plant represents the location from which material are delivered to the customer corresponding to a distribution center. Means plant that we call as a delivery plant. So from plant only all the goods and materials are delivered to the customer. So in order to use in the sales and distribution function, you need to assign the plant with a combination of the sales organization and distribution channel. That is, and these two combination, sales organization plus distribution channel, is called sales line. So in order to use the plant in the sales and distribution function, you need to assign the at least one combination, plant with a sales organization plus distribution channel. To use the sales and distribution function in the system, you need at least one plant. Okay, each plant is uniquely assigned to a company. Similarly, one plant can be assigned to one company code only. Same plant cannot assign to another company code. Under one company, n number, there can be a possibility of n number of plant, but one company, same company code cannot assign to the two different company code. That is a different thing. To use a plant with a sales and distribution process, it has to be assigned to at least one combination of sales organization distribution channel. That already explained you. Multiple assignment are also possible. Plant is essential for the determine the plant. There is some determination that we will see in the later video, that how plant is determined, how shipping point is determined, how a storage location is determined. Though plant is essential for determining the shipping point. Let's see. See, this is the delivery plant. This is a storage location. This is the plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. And this is the combination sales organization and distribution channel. Suppose this is the plant 1. This is the sales organization 1, sales and distribution channel 1. We assign this with combination. Okay. Some same plant 2 can be assigned to sales organization 1, sales organization distribution channel 1. This is the sales organization first, and second one is distribution channel. Similarly, sales organization 2, distribution channel 1, we can assign to plant 2 also. So multiple assignment is possible. Shipping. Now next unit is a shipping point. Shipping point is the highest organization unit in the logistic execution, and for each and every delivery has to pass through a particular sales shipping point. Has to pass through a particular shipping point, and shipping point is the highest organization unit in the logistic execution main. And shipping point is we assign it is a place from where goods and service will be delivered to the customer. Now let's see. Shipping point is an integral part of the sales and distribution process. Shipping point is the highest level of organization unit of shipping that control your shipping activity. Shipping activity, who control your shipping activity? Shipping point will control the shipping activity. Shipping point can be loading. What are the example of shipping point? Sometimes for fresher they may ask what is the shipping point. Example of shipping point, you can say loading ramp, mail depot, then we have a rail depot. These all are an example of shipping point, you can say. Okay, then we have some employment also, because emergency kit employee also used to upload upload the document, sorry, upload the material, load the material. It may also be a group of employees responsible for only very urgent delivery, as already told. Each shipping point has to be assigned at least one plant, but multiple assignment are possible. If each shipping point can be assigned to more than one company plant also, but at least one plant you need to assign in order to run the shipping point sales transaction. This is the plant 1, this is the plant 2 shipping point. Same shipping point is assigned plant 1 also, plant 2 also. Here this shipping point is assigned to only plant 2. This is the shipping point. Okay, now here this is the end of a shipping point org unit. This is the first unit that we have covered. Then we have some exercises there here. Unit 1, exercise 1. These are the basic question. What are these things? These are normal what I have explained. They have given the solution also. This will leave it. Then we have a unit 1 lesson 2, that is the demonstrating a use of SAP ERP system. Whatever the org unit we have studied in this chapter unit 1, that we will see as a demonstrating in the system. Okay, that we will cover in the next video, where I will explain and we will cover in the SAP try to customize the way we will create the enterprise structure in the system also. Then next lesson we have demonstrating the use of SAP ERP Enterprise Structure. This is the example, this organization example company that we will cover in the next video, and we will see and we will try to create all the enterprise structure in the system also. We have a system in here. We will create all the organ unit in the system, like all the company code, like if you could show you in the system SPRO. In order to create all the enterprise structure, we go to the transaction SPROs, then we go to reference. We have the enterprise structure. Here we will set up all that. First we define, then we will assign. Under financial controlling, we will get a company code, company, see, creating the company. Then we have a company general, we have a division is there, plant is there. Then we have a sales and distribution, we have company, sales organization, distribution channel. See, sales organization, distribution channel, sales office and sales group. Then we have a sales logistic, we have a shipping point, define a shipping point here. So we will try to create all these org unit into the system. Okay, and we will try to cover the see the example in the demonstrating company, the system. Okay, so I stop here, and in the next video I will try to create all the org unit into the system. I hope you enjoy the video, and please subscribe my YouTube channel and share among your friends. I guarantee you this video, this content will definitely will help you in order to pass the SAP certification exam. You don't need to go for paying high amount of money to the trainer, like now you directly for examination, enroll for the examination also. But this is the standard book. If you enroll also, you will also you will get the same book I'm referring. This is the same book at the minimum cost. If you want, you can give exam at the minimum price also. Even you can give one attempt also and 6 attempt also, that depend on you. Let's hope okay, here I conclude the video. In the next video we will see all the demonstration part and how to create these org unit into the system. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing everything. Okay, then bye bye, thank you.